Hey, climate curious folks. One wise fox has something to say. Today, we're cracking open the climate change mystery box. No fluff, no fear mongering, just pure science, jaw dropping facts, and a wild what if adventure that'll make you rethink our planet's story. From CO2 to cow burps, we're covering it all. So, grab a snack, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into the truth about climate change. Climate change, it's the buzzword everyone's heard, but what is it? Picture Earth as a spaceship with a delicate thermostat. For centuries, it's kept us comfy. But lately, that thermostat's been cranked up, causing hotter summers, wilder storms, and melting ice caps. Why? It's all about greenhouse gases like CO2, which act like a blanket trapping heat. Back in the 1800s, CO2 was at 280 parts per million, nice and cozy. Today, in 2025, it's at 420 ppm, and we're sweating under that blanket, with temperatures up 1.1 degrees Celsius. But who's piling on the layers? Let's meet the culprits. First up, the big boss, CO2 from fossil fuels. Burning coal, oil, and gas for energy is like revving a gas-guzzling engine. It pumps out CO2, driving 70% of our warming. That's your car, your power plant, your Netflix binge powered by coal. Next, deforestation. Imagine forests as Earth's lungs, sucking in CO2. But we've chopped down half of them, 2 billion hectares gone for farms and cities. That's like ripping out a lung and coughing up 1,100 billion tons of CO2 into the air. Then there's industrial farming. Cows burp methane, yep, burps, and rice paddies release it too. Methane's like CO2's meaner cousin, 25 times worse for warming. Fertilizers add nitrous oxide, another nasty gas. Farming's footprint? About 15 to 20% of emissions. Don't forget permafrost melt. The Arctic's like a giant freezer, storing 1,400 billion tons of carbon. As it thaws, it releases CO2 and methane, turning up the heat even more. And here's a sneaky one, abandoned oil wells. Around 20 to 30 million wells worldwide leak methane, about 2 to 10 million tons a year. It's small but adds up, like a dripping faucet in a quiet room. Oh, and water vapor? It's the most abundant greenhouse gas, amplifying warming as temperatures rise. Hotter air holds more moisture, making the blanket thicker. But what about natural stuff like Earth's wobble or the sun? They tweak climate over thousands of years, not decades. The data's clear, humans are the main drivers here. Now, let's hop in a time machine and rewrite history. What if we'd never cut down those forests? What if farming stayed small, local, and diverse? What would our planet look like today? Keeping the forests, if we'd saved all 6 billion hectares of forest, we'd have avoided 1,100 billion tons of CO2 emissions, that's 140 ppm off the scoreboard. Plus, those forests would have soaked up another 1,400 to 2,000 billion tons of CO2, like a superpowered vacuum cleaner. Small-scale farming, local farms growing diverse crops cut methane by 40 to 60%. No giant feedlots or rice monocultures means less cow burps and fewer emissions. They also store more carbon in the soil, unlike industrial farms that bleed it out. Cooler vibes, with less CO2, warming drops to 0.06 to 0.23 degrees Celsius. That's so cool, permafrost barely thaws, releasing way less CO2 and methane. Water vapor stays low too, since cooler air holds less moisture. The oil well catch, those leaky wells still add about 5 to 15 billion tons of CO2 equivalent over 175 years, roughly 0.6 to 2 ppm. It's a tiny dent, like a mosquito bite on an elephant, but it's there. The result? CO2 levels would be around 271 to 302 ppm, not 420 ppm. Warming would be a mere 0.06 to 0.23 degrees Celsius, not 1.1 degrees Celsius. Picture a world with stable weather, thriving ecosystems, and no looming climate disasters. That's the power of different choices. Let's snap back to 2025. We're at 420 ppm CO2, with methane from wells and farms pushing the total greenhouse gas load to 421 to 422 ppm equivalent. We're 1.1 degrees Celsius warmer, facing risks like melting ice caps and extreme weather. In our dream scenario, we'd be at 271 to 302 ppm, with warming so low we'd dodge those dangers. Forests would be Earth's superheroes, farming would be sustainable, and even those pesky wells wouldn't ruin the party. But we can't rewrite history, so what can we do now? Climate change is a big deal, but it's not game over. The science shows we could have avoided much of this mess with smarter choices. Today, we can still protect forests, support local farmers, and push for cleaner energy. Those abandoned wells? They're a reminder to clean up our act, literally. So, what do you think? Is it too late, or can we still cool things down? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and share this video to spark the conversation. We all must do something to reduce our impact on the planet and in turn, our impact to our fellow humans. Together, we can make a difference. Thanks for listening to One Wise Fox. Subscribe for more of the truth about life and the planet we all share. Let's keep exploring how to save our planet and ourselves. See you next time.